So who am I? I want to use a few words to describe myself. So the first word I'm going to pick is warm-hearted. I have got a lot softer as time has gone on. I care a lot more deeply about people. And really, I got this from my mother, who was the most generous, kind, and loving person I've ever met. So I care deeply. I care about you. I care about friends. I care about my family. I care about how to bring more love and care and consideration into our organizations and into our world. The second word to describe me is soulful. So I've done a lot of work to get rid of the ego-driven Martin. And so I'm coming from a soulful place. I'm coming from an authenticity, a naturalness, an ease. And the other part of soulful is that I'm purposeful. So I've done a lot of work to work out my purpose and to be purpose-led in my life. And I'll be bringing that to all of my relationships to inspire, coach, have others reflect on how they can bring more purpose into their lives. The third word I'm going to use to describe me is bold. So I get really inspired to live my life fully, to make the most of it. I get inspired to do that, or to inspire others in that way, to be bold so that you live fully, you embrace your life, you don't get run. Like, I'm really caught up with this, like this idea of the hamster wheel is like we get on a hamster wheel and it's very easy for decades to pass. And we're doing things in the same way with the same level of thinking, stuck in the way that we've always been. And I'm like, no, no, we can't do this. Part of my role is to challenge you from that, to inspire you to break free from the limited beliefs that you may have, to be who you really can be in this world. And that's why I created the company, my company, as Unbounded. Be unbounded. Be unbounded. Release yourself from whatever might be holding you back. The fourth word I'm going to pick is insightful. So I've done a huge number of things and I've coached a huge number of people and I've got a huge amount of experience. And I'm here now to use all that together with deep intuition to be insightful, to tune into what's going on, to name what's going on, to be bold in naming and noticing what's going on and using that insight for me to tune into how do I lead my own life in a wiser, cleverer way, but how do I bring that to clients also? And the last word, actually, I think I've decided there's two more words. Yeah, there are two more words. This penultimate word is pragmatic. So whatever we do together, whatever I do with clients, I want there to be a pragmatic element to it, a practical element, which is like, I want deep and transformational conversation. I want shifts in thinking, but ultimately that has to end up in practical impact. What are we going to do with that? How are we going to make a practical change to the way that we live or the way that we're leading? My last word is sustainability. Sustainability is so important for me. It's the topical word at the moment. Sustainability means how do we look after our planet? But also for me, I mean, how do you lead your organization in a way that's sustainable so that people don't burn out, so that well-being is really part of the function of how the organization works? And how do you look after your own sustainability so that you are living and working in a way that is maintainable and sustainable? The core of my work, the right core of my work is to challenge and transform the way that you think so that you transform the way that you lead, the way that you work, and the way that you live your life. That's what I'm really passionate about.